Alright, so a while ago, my ASG Storm 360 impact grenade started having issues for whenever I put gas into it. It would leak like that. So today we're gonna go through a step-by-step on how to fix this. So to start, just pull the pin. Make sure that there's no gas in there. If there is, usually that little knob down here will come up, but it isn't, so that means there's no gas in it. Put the pin back in. So we're just gonna unscrew these 6 screws that are in the sides over here to get the shell off of this grenade. Alright, so once we have those 6 screws removed, you should be able to just take off the shell, and you'll be left with this gas canister and the 2 pieces to the shell. So this is where the BBs are stored and everything. This is where the gas is contained. This is what we want, since this is where the leak is. Now what we're going to do is that there is this hole right here. And believe it or not, this end part actually screws off. Get a screwdriver, one that will fit in this hole. But what you're going to do is a little lefty-loosey and just stick the screwdriver in that hole and turn to the left. And eventually, it's going to be a little snug, but eventually you'll get it loosened and you'll be able to unscrew it with your hand. Once you get unscrewed though, you'll be left with this, the plate, this part that was at the bottom of where we just unscrewed from, and this other part that's inside there. So what we're going to be looking at right here is, if I can get it to focus, you can sort of see it without it focusing though. There's an O-ring right here that I can take off. And if you take a closer look, you'll notice that the O-ring is literally ripped. It's not focusing, but yeah. So it's ripped. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're gonna clean off all of these insides. Steel ball the part inside here, which if you can't get it out, you can pretty much just press your pin in until it comes out, that's what it looks like. But wipe that off. Also going to make sure we clean out this gas chamber, so just sticking that cloth in there. Also make sure that you wipe off this, this is the bottom part, make sure you wipe off the actual screw part on here. And while we're here, we might as well also just wipe off the insides of these. This is where the BBs are. Now you'll want your O-ring, your replacement O-ring. So this was the closest I could find. I don't think it's exact, but I got a 11/8 inch OD followed by a 1 inch ID. So as long as you can get an O-ring that's very, very close to the original one, you should be fine. I just got this at a local hardware store. So now we're going to just pretty much take that out and put it on this part right here where it seals. So that's where it was leaking out of earlier. And once you take it out, you want to just use a dab of petroleum jelly and just spread it all along there. So you can use Vaseline, so just use a tiny bit. I'm just going to barely dip my finger in here to get some on. Well, yeah, just spread it around, pretty much cover the whole O-ring. But once you've got it coated, now you'll just pretty much put it back to where it belongs. And there we go. Alright, boom, you've got that attached. So now, what we're also going to do is lubricate some of these parts with this silicone spray. Pretty much use any spray you want. Spray a little bit on the inside, as well as the part where you basically put the gas in. So, I don't know what's called, blanking. It's a little much, gotta wipe some of that off. But we'll also be putting it on all these other parts. There we go, so now we just wipe these off. So now we're just going to put them together one by one, starting with the gas chamber, along with your steel ball, and this. So now you'll want your screwdriver again, so just put it back in the hole, and then righty-tighty, and make sure that you fit it on, get it on very snugly. You'll want to make sure that this container is sealed. Once it's all snug, now we just put the rest of this back together. So we put the canister in the shell, and once you have the shell on, you just put the 6 screws back in their slots and just screw them all in. Now, with your grenade fully tightened, just stick the pin back in. Now you get your green gas. Now we're gonna go ahead and gas it. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you shouldn't be able to because there is no sound, no leak. The O-ring was indeed the issue. Shocker, right? So now we're going to go ahead and load this baby up with BBs, with some crappy ones that I have laying around. Alright, and now with it gassed up and loaded, let me find a container or something to throw this into. This bucket will do, I guess. Set that down there. Bring another bucket over here. This is genius. We're just gonna drop it in here with 2 buckets on top of it. So let's go ahead and not pull this pin, because I'm not ready yet. Alright, pin is now pulled. Now for the test. I hope this does not backfire. Step back, maybe just a little bit. All right, here we go. I don't think I tossed it hard enough. All right, let's put a little more back into it this time. Here we go. Test number 2. We go off. It didn't go off. There's still gas in there. I need to throw this sucker really hard, I guess. Well, it appears to work now.